warehouse, but this one doesn't have any lighting. I'm sure it'll be a very artistic warehouse that looks very nice, but we just can't see it. All right, I have resolved the YouTube issue. Everything is now working exactly perfectly, as it is every call.
Always perfect every time.
Every time.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
All right, awesome. All right, Brandon is just trying a different browser, and then I'm sure we'll get to see his lovely face again. Sophie, how are you going? Did I already ask? I can't remember.
You did, but I didn't answer, so I'm going good.
Well, that's very good. I'm sure Brandon will enlighten us. He is very jet lagged. He's been off on a little holiday. I think it was Taiwan, was it? Mike, do you remember where Brandon went for his holiday? All right, I must have cut off. So I'm pretty sure it was Taiwan, but I'm sure Brandon can let us know as soon as he joins. But anyway, let's get into some things. So first up, what I wanted to talk about, which we maybe we'll just hold off on until Mike's connection's a little bit better. Hang on, Brandon's back. Brandon, how are you?
Hello. Yes, good.
Yes, you're back.
Can you all hear me? See me?
Yes. Yeah.
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 Great. I'm very jet lagged, to be honest. I've been having so a bit of background. The last 10 days or so, I've been in Taiwan, which is where I was born, and I grew up in Taiwan. And I haven't been back since before the pandemic. So we decided to take the kids for a very quick 1 week trip. And the whole time I was there, I was jet lagged. And then once I'm back, I'm jet lagged still. So I think it's going to be an interesting week. But it was a nice trip. Like, I don't know how many people have been to Taiwan. Have you both been now? It's a nice place. Maybe we'll do an offsite in Taiwan one
That'd be
day.
awesome.
It's sort of a mid point, isn't it? Because when I was coming back to England, a lot of people were on their second leg from Australia to England, stopping via Taipei. So, yeah, lots of good food. It was like non-stop eating. Night markets is famous in Taiwan. And what else did we do? Hot spring resort.
Nice.
So that's nice. Taipei and Taiwan kind of feels like Japan with a healthy mix of kind of like Chinese culture, Southeast Asian culture, and yeah.
Cool.
And obviously
Is there
as people, so
is there like a local dish that you would recommend? So like if I was going next week or something.
Oh, there's too many. There's so many. I would suggest if you eat meat, there is the sort of like, what do they call it? Popcorn chicken type of thing. But normally it's served in like a massive, almost like a steak size chicken. I don't eat meat anymore, so I can't comment on the current state, but that's always a famous one. Bubble tea is very, very popular. I think it's from Taiwan, if I'm not mistaken. And there's so many things. There's like an oyster egg pan fried thingy. That's really good. And I think the most kind of another thing that Taiwan is famous for is food. So you get all sorts of exotic fruit and better tasting fruit, in my opinion. Like bananas taste like how they should taste with flavor. But yeah, it's a blast. Like even if you're just there for a few days, I think it's worth just going to the night markets, trying a bunch of different things. and everything is quite affordable as well, right? So that's like another good reason to if you want a nice holiday without stressing out about cost of things, it's quite nice. Yeah,
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah, 5
Sounds
stars.
good.
Highly recommend it.
Well, I just got word from Mike. He will be back on in a few minutes. He is just going to wait until he can get back to his PC because he couldn't hear anything from us, but that's all right. So I was thinking, so instead of going in and talking a bit about upcoming research update, which I think Michael will want to cover a lot of, maybe we should talk a little bit about cards if you're up for
Mm,
it, Brandon,
yes.
because we've done a bit of a little edition zero, a little test run. If you've kept an eye on the collectible cards channel, you might have seen some exciting activity. It's been really cool to see people actually get packs and open packs and have a look at the cards. It's something that on our end has been um, quite a tricky thing to get all the pieces together and working coherently, so it just kind of works within Discord, which I think outside of a few little early bumps, it was pretty good. It worked as we wanted it to work. I mean, there's lots more bells and whistles and features that we want to add. But yeah, what any thoughts from you, Brandon? Any going forward or anything you want to say?
Yeah. First of all, thanks Jamie for making the thing, because he's basically our go-to developer on the whole Discord app Web3 projects. We didn't think we needed to write smart contracts, and we ended up having to, and there was no one else to go to, but Jamie had to pick it up and learn how to do the whole thing. So well done for that. And yeah, I think we wanted the experience to be very simple. We wanted people to be able to just jump in, do most of the things on Discord, and I think we've accomplished that. I think the the more things we ask people to do, uh, directly interacting with a blockchain, for example, I think that's just complicating things, and it doesn't make for a good experience. We want people to be able to just, the only thing you need to do is just connecting a wallet, and then everything else we want it to be. We want you to be able to just do it on Discord via a command or a click of a button, and I think we've accomplished most of that. There's a lot of like tricky behind the scenes kind of wizardry that we had to do to make that happen. I think there, because it's on the blockchain, there are also a lot of security kind of issues that we had to resolve. And fortunately, we got it all sorted. We had a lot of good support from Tezos. We had good support from Fractal on the Solana front, and I think we're still working on some of the things, but we're getting there. And I'm glad that when we did the sort of test run, we call it a test run, but it's actually kind of on production. That it's actually on
Yeah,
the main
yeah,
net. It's on the chain. And it's quite cool, but obviously with a limited number. And it's it's nice to see people interacting with that part of the bot. I keep calling it a bot. It's the Discord app, the BattleTabs tournament Discord app, which I think we're going to rename to just BattleTabs app. Um, so I'm happy to see that. Like Jamie said, there are a lot of things. Oh, there we go. Hi, Mike.
Sorry about that. Apologies.
It's all right. No worries. We're just talking about cards. Yeah. So, like Jamie mentioned, there are a lot of things we have planned for the cards, especially on one crafting where you can combine different cards to get cards of higher rarity. I like that's a key sort of gameplay element for the collectible cards. And then we are also working on a way for you to earn cards outside of kind of getting the cards from us. So obviously you win cards from various community activities, but we are also working on a new way which is kind of, I think it's quite an interesting way of earning cards via more community activities. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel. We'll be making more announcements whenever we get to finishing those things.
Cool.
Oh, and another thing that I'll mention in my my cozy community corner. It's a bit of a spoiler, but I'm very excited that some people are interested about doing some card game related thing. It'd be really cool if some community members pick up that, or just anything that we can kind of like allow our players to like interact with, like whatever it is, like a project where it is an actual card game, or if it is just some like cool little card viewer thing. That'd be super cool. And that's kind of, as Brandon said, a lot is like the interconnective thing with the community is something we really want to champion and we want people to get behind. Which it'd be, as another spoiler for coming up when we're talking about some of the ship sketch things, the community creativity and the awesomeness of it is kind of what makes this so special. So if we can make that more in any way, I think that's a huge win for everyone involved. But yeah, that's super cool. Mike, I was wondering if we could maybe talk a little about a exciting upcoming update that that's been in the hot little hands of our testaronis for a bit now.
You talk about the research feature?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, we could definitely talk about that. So it's been on test server for a little bit now. This is probably the biggest progression change to the game we've ever done. Basically, the idea is that instead of you getting ships via just winning battles, you get them via research. So as you progress the league, you earn some research points, and also after battles, you get some research points. And then you can spend those research points on a big tech tree. It's quite a big tech tree that Brandon has artfully crafted. And that's how you unlock different ships, different cosmetics, different emotes, various things like that. So that's the idea. It seems to have been quite popular. It seems to be okay. People don't seem to be because it's such a large change, don't seem to be as negative about it as we thought. We did do a couple of refinements. I think we might have one or two more refinements to go, but hopefully it'll be out very soon, I would say, in the very near future. Yeah. What else can I say?
You can say whatever you like, Mike. If there's anything else, I think it's going to be super exciting, and it really, as you've already said, changes the way people progress, which is, I think, a lot more engaging, a lot more fun.
Yeah, definitely more fun. I think that's definitely the key. Is it's more fun than the current progression system, which is just kind of very linear and just static. Which, I mean, there is something to be said for the simplicity of the current progression system. This one is certainly more complicated, but I think our players, seeing as the game is fairly simple, I think our players deserve a little bit more of a complex meta around the game. I think.
I think this is a lot of this is also how the game has evolved from the beginning. So, from the very beginning, the game we didn't have abilities, and then we added the sonar shot. So every single shot was a sonar, and that was popular, and that sort of gave us some confidence in adding more, special attacks to the game. And so we launched the ships and fleets. Is that the name? The ships and fleets update. And this is before custom fleet. The idea was that we craft the fleets, and then people sort of take them as they are, and then you choose which one to use, so we can better balance out the ships and how everything sort of works together. But very quickly, people were asking for custom fleets, so we added custom fleets into the game. But then that didn't quite work very well in my opinion, in terms of progression and how the sort of pre-built fleets fit into custom fleets, right? So we, for a very long time, we had both, and it was a little bit confusing, and I think it was a little bit frustrating maybe for new players when they couldn't build their own fleet until they've spent quite a bit of time unlocking everything. And the unlocking requirements was quite strict if you're not good enough, I suppose. Like we had a very simple formula of you have to win a number of battles with a specific fleet. But that means if there's a fleet that it's just not your play style, then you might get stuck. You might just be, you can't progress anymore. So that was a feedback that we got. So we've taken all of that and then redesigned a new progression system. Thanks to Mike. It was a very sort of comprehensive, everything kind of ties in together. And I think we're trying to bring something new to the sort of casual, competitive, free-to-play space. Whether that's going to work, we'll find out soon. but we're excited about it, and again, we're still in beta, so a lot of this might change in terms of. I think the bigger structure won't change, but in terms of the numbers, the time that you need to spend, and like currencies, all of that is still very much in flux, and we're looking at stats, and we're going to be tweaking that in the coming weeks and months.
Cool.
Well, I was thinking that we could talk a little about a current, I don't know if we'd call it, is it a tournament or a competition or a tour petition?
A showdown.
A showdown. The Sophie Spectacular Ship Sketch Showdown is what is currently going on.
Well done. Bit of a mouthful.
Thank you.
Well done.
It's very, very exciting. I've picked out a few ship designs that have just caught my eye. Again, this is not, I'm not saying any weighting towards this. Like I just kind of like picked them out, so I want to talk about them with all of you because I just think they're pretty neat. I mean, all the ones submitted so far, it's been super cool to see. Really, really, really creative stuff. And also just a reminder that the voting will begin on the 6th of November, which is pretty soon. So, and I assume, so from the 6th is when we'll stop submissions, and then it'll be the voting period. Is that right, Brandon? You sure?
I think so. Let's see. Yes. So submission ends on the 5th, end of day.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So if you've got any crazy ideas stuck in your brain, get them out now. Get them posted to the fan art channel. Just make sure that you put in your post the word submission so we know that you're like submitting that image. But yeah, I was going to just show a few that we've got here. Let me just move some things around as I do this. Don't mind me. I'm sure it won't take very long. And all right, let me just share a screen. Give me one moment. Okay. Here we go. All right. So you can see a completely blank screen as intended. So this first one, this actually got a lot of, this is a very like a me specific thing because I've got a lot of nostalgia around this movie that the artist referenced called Time Bandits. But this is a Time Bandits themed ship from PCAT. Time Bandits was a super bizarre film that I watched when I was quite young. It's so weird, and it was so cool to see someone do a ship design based on the ship from that film. So
Fun fact. Fun fact. I was actually in that movie.
What?
Hang on, wait. Let me explain. I wasn't actually in a movie. I was actually on the Wikipedia page of the movie. So this is back when Wikipedia was like very early. I was working at a games company, and my friends thought it would be funny as a joke to put me as one of the cast members, edit the page, the Time Bandits, and put me as one of the cast members as the small little midget guy in the movie.
Yeah.
So that's what I was. I was a member of the cast. I think I was on there for years and years before Wikipedia finally decided that that's not true and took me off. So I tell people that I was in the movie. So there you go.
Well,
It all comes full circle.
yes, it's very fortuitous.
Yes,
it's very cool. Yeah, that really struck a chord with me, and that little piece of information really made my day as well, Mike. So thank you for that. All right, now we have another one that I really quite liked, and again, you can see kind of a theme. There's like a nostalgia thing for me, but it's the Bunder Blockbuster by artist BT.
That is cool.
Very cool.
That's cool. Very nice.
What are these? I can't tell now if these are AI generated or not. This is the thing. I don't know. Who cares? Because it's a great idea.
It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. I love the little velvet rope. The little
the details. Nice. Wow. Incredible.
Very cool. Yeah, and all the little VH. I actually went to when the last Blockbuster closed down in WA. I went there and scavenged some terrible movies. Yeah, I was very it was a very sad end of times because it was always very fun going and picking a movie. But anyway, another very cool creative one. This one's a bit silly that I also quite like. This is the Nessie Longboat by VirusBot.
That's
the absurdity.
It hasn't got a head.
It's got some little eyes there, so maybe it's like part of the ship. It's like a symbiote.
I think there was some lore in the description of it.
Oh, was there? Well, I'll need to. Hang on. If everyone just holds tight for a second, I'll just post what we've got so far. So this is the.
I can
Go for it, Sophie. Go.
The members of the Longboat have tried to disguise themselves as a terrifying sea monster, but they forgot the eye holes.
I see.
Very nice.
That's why there's multiple hands.
Very good. That's why they have hands.
Yeah.
Brilliant. By the way, on the longboat, does the middle person not do anything? Not contributing to the boat?
Yeah. Lazy.
Right.
Well, there's two people in the middle there. One's.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just their costume
oh
is
yeah,
combined.
Yeah. It's kind of like the lions, like Chinese New Year's. They have like lions dance, and they have like 3-4 people
and dragons.
pretending to be like lions and dragons. Yeah, very cool.
And another silly one that I quite like, which allows us to do a bit of as much as you want. You can do a bit of an accent with this one. It is the French longboat, or oui oui.
The baguette boat.
The baguette boat, yes. Which is very cool.
I love it. It fits a Beans style as well.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Beans on toast.
Put some like condiments on them.
French beans on toast. That's what it should be called.
And the last one, which maybe, hang on. Brandon, I was wondering if you'll be able to make this possible through all your your business wizardry. But this one is very, very cool. It is the Scooby Dootoneers.
So great.
Wow,
I think
that's
it's super
incredible.
cool.
I love Scooby on Shaggy's head.
Oh,
That's amazing.
And that was not AI generated. Great.
It is, yes,
wow.
so lovely.
Again, it's
This-
like proper style as well. With yeah, incredible. Now,
That's
who
awesome.
owns Scooby Doo? Is it Nickelodeon?
Is that Warner Brothers? Maybe,
Warner Brothers?
not sure.
Oh, Mike, you've got a Warner Brothers connection.
Do I?
Nick has
It's new to me. It's because I was in Time Bandits.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Big Hollywood connection there.
Yeah.
Very
All
good.
rests on Mike's shoulders.
Yeah.
Scooby Dootineers. Love it.
So yeah, just a few little choice highlights from me, and it just makes me, that much more excited about the new ones that will get posted in the coming days, which I'm also very excited about. I'm just trying to minimize this window, but that won't work. But yes, super cool. I want to see more. And Sophie, what? Well, I'm sure you actually save it, Sophie. Save it for the community corner. Don't beat my ear down just yet. Community corner, you can talk about it. But yes, very, very cool. I was thinking that we could maybe do a little bit of a sneak peek before we cozy over to the community corner. If you want, Mike, this is totally up to you. Something that you've been working tirelessly on, which I think has been super cool, is the UI changes.
You want to look at that, do you?
If there's anything you want to share, if not, that's fine. We can, that's a little bit of
Stay a
suspense
secret.
and mystery. Yeah, it could be a
Let me
secret.
just see, is it going to work? Oh, I can show the local version of it. Let me see. Okay. Because I don't think it's. Let me share my screen. I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hang on. Server starts now. Refresh. Come on. Why is this not starting up?
I was looking at it on staging earlier, and it was.
Yeah. Why is this not working?
Sorry, Mike. Sorry, I put you on the spot.
No, it's my
That's
fault for
all right.
not preparing something. Mine.
That's all right.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, this is supposed to be the new V2 UI. I think we might have shown it a very long time ago. But yeah, this is your home screen. And then you have the new shop, which needs a bit more work. It's not quite right. But and then there's the research page, obviously, with all the research and trees and stuff. And then you've got the league, of course, and the challenges feature, which is not yet ready. And then everything else is underneath here. There's a lot of different other things. We've got the dedicated emote section now, and like new battles pages where your other longer battles and your history is going to go in. Friends section, all that kind of stuff. And then your fleets here on the home page, you can open up and you can edit your fleet like this, and these are your fleet slots. We no longer, as you said before, no longer have, as of research, you no longer have the built-in fleets. But yeah, you can change your ships very easily like this, and you can view more info on each ship. You'll have your skin section, and maybe in the future some lore and stats about each ship.
Ooh.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, that's. I think that's probably it for now, Jamie. I don't want to share anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, let cut off that faucet of delectable information that you've given us.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I'm very excited to also try it on some mobile devices as well as we go along. It'll be very cool.
Yes.
Very cool to check out.
I believe that's what you're working on, aren't you, Jamie?
That is something that I'm currently looking at. It's very exciting to be able to at some point soon be able to play BattleTabs while I'm in the bathroom.
Having a
That's
poo.
a
That's,
dream.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's.
dream of mine.
I think that was our investor pitch, wasn't it, Brandon?
Yeah.
Funding us the perfect
Perfect
pooing
game on
game.
Lou.
Yeah. Poo game. Yeah.
I mean, what a pitch! What a pitch!
And this is why you came on board as well, I think, Jamie, isn't it? It's because of because of this promise.
Yeah, I
There's
begged.
a
I
clear
begged.
pain point to solve here.
Yeah. Well, on that, I'm trying to think of a segue. Yeah, down note.
Brown note, I said, but sure.
I think we should head over to that little nicely, not overly bright, kind of like not dimly lit, just like perfectly lit little corner of that room over there. It's already got a it's not it's got a toilet beside it, but like that's not where we're sitting.
Okay.
A very weird setup. And there's a little table and stuff. So why don't we head on over there and cozy up for our community corner?
Let's go.
Whoa.
All right. This gets better and better every time we do that.
We did it all to the right side this time. So.
Did we? Oh. I didn't know anyone didn't do it to that.
I think normally we go different directions.
We're slowly getting in sync. All right, I will. If there are no objections, I will kick off this little community corner with something that I've already alluded to. I've already spoiled, but the card game. If there is, I'm all for it. If people want to get going with some sort of card game to integrate with our cards, some community project, that would be super cool. I did a little bit of a design pitch. I posted. I think it was in the collectible cards, but I've also linked it to the game dev. If any or everyone wants to get involved, obviously I can help out, and it would be super cool to get something game related with the cards as well. I mean, it'd be cool if we do stuff, but like a community thing would be incredibly cool. So that's what I'm asking of you, the community. But that would be really cool, and that's something that I'm excited about.
Fantastic.
How would people kind of interact with the cars? Do they kind of have to figure out how to do that themselves? I wonder if like their marketplaces APIs they can just use.
We could probably do that. I don't think it would be too difficult to have them log in with their Discord, and then we can provide them with the basically we could just give them information like the cards and the images of the cards stuff, and then could do with that what they would like.
Yeah. Okay. So Jamie is volunteering to do that. I'll just make a note. Yeah, cool, very cool. But yeah, we that's always been like and kind of an inspiration, I suppose, behind a lot of the things that we're doing. Like we saw some of the Battle Soup project was very inspiring, and we are trying to create like an environment that fosters some more of those activities. Very cool.
Mike or Brandon, do you want to?
I'll just have a quick one. I think on the fan art front, there's a lot going on, and I'm sure some of you will have more to say about fan arts. I just wanted to give a shout out to Phantom on updating the wiki. I think the wiki has been we haven't really done much with it after we moved it to a new platform, and I think the new platform is we have more control, but it also means it's a little bit harder to edit. But I appreciate that people are still updating it, keeping it kind of relevant to what we're doing. So that's very cool. Thank you for that.
Cool. My only one would be my boys, the Testaroonies, saying thank you for all of the all of the feedback that we've gotten from that. So yeah, that's just been great and very helpful as always. We always look forward to chucking it up on there and see what people think ahead of putting it out live. Definitely helps a lot. So yeah, it's good.
My turn. I just want to say how awesome all of the fan art is for the competition. It's incredibly creative, very cool, and I kind of could just turn all of them into I'm just like rubbing my hands together, waiting for chance to use some of these in the skins because they're all very cool ideas. I'm curious to see who the community picks to win, but it's going to be incredibly difficult for me to pick some honourable mentions. So yeah,
Nice.
it's going to be very difficult. Well done, everyone. Up till this point and forward. I am curious to see what more people are going to make.
Yeah, 4 more days.
All right. Well, I think they've got really bizarre time bookings here. I think it's like less than 10 minutes you can book for before they turf you out. So I think, and it changes. It changes each week as well. They're very weird here. But anyway, I think we'll have to head on off and get out of this little cozy community corner once again. If we... Oh, look at that.
Oh, we're back.
Well, so seamless, so perfect. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. And unless there's any final thoughts or soapboxes or anything anyone wants to chime in with, then
maybe the only thing to comment on is that there might be some changes coming to the extension very soon, which means that we will no longer have, hopefully we'll no longer have versioning issues. So the extension will always be like the latest version, which will be very nice because that will also make things a lot easier for me because I no longer have to manage multiple versions of the game simultaneously, which is never an easy thing to do, as you might imagine. So just thought I'd just throw that out there. That might be coming out with the research update.
that's
Very cool.
Yeah.
I always thought it's kind of neat that we had a game that runs across different versions. And at one point in time, it was also across 2 different dimensions. Some people were running the 2D version and some people were running the 3D version. They were playing
cross dimensions. It's like Time Bandits to get all over again.
Yeah. So it's like a multiverse situation that Mike's been manipulating. The Time Lord found out.
I like it how you always thought it was cool, and you notice that I actually haven't got many hairs left. I don't think it's cool.
I think it's cool that I don't have to do it. Manage it. Good stuff. Cool. Great.
Fantastic.
Well, all extension users, keep an eye out for that. And until next time, enjoy battle-tabbing.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.